in Lyndhurst, where I am sitting here in my very small kitchen with a floating ping pong ball. You might think it's magic, but actually all it is science. I'm loving this. Look at that. Woo! The air from my hairdryer is pushing the ping pong ball upwards, allowing it to float, along with gravity, of course. Oh, and there you go. I'm here to talk to you about Science Week 2020. Now, just because we're not at school doesn't mean we don't get to have a Science Week. This week's theme is Science from Home, and it's a theme that hopefully a lot of you are going to be able to take part in, because all the science that we're going to show you this week are using household items. Every day this week, if you look on the school's website, you will find a new video with a different fun and exciting experiment that hopefully you'll be able to take part in. Each experiment, as I said, allows for household items to be used, but before any of you try any of them, I'd like you first to speak to an adult and ask for permission. You actually might even need an adult to help you with some of the experiments, especially if you're using explosive things, ingredients. Now, Science Week wouldn't be complete without a competition, right? So all I'm asking you to do, I'm going to keep it simple, all I'm asking you to do is to reenact one of the videos that you see this week and present your experiment to us. You could do your own video. You could put photos together and have a slideshow. You can make a display. You could do some writing about your experiment. You could even create a PowerPoint. What I'd like you to do is to choose one experiment. I mean, you could definitely show us more, but you'll only be able to enter one in the competition. If you don't want to enter the competition, but you still want to show us what you've done, please do so. We would love to see what you've done. I'm very excited by this, okay? Send all your competition entries to science@lyndhurst.southwark.sch.uk for a chance to win. There might be a few prizes up for grabs as well. Now, before I go, I'm going to show you another experiment that you might want to try at home. We know that science can be found everywhere, can't we? In cooking, in sports, in everywhere. And I'm going to show you how you can make some of your own science milk art. This is very, very cool. You're going to need some full fat milk that I've got here. You're going to need a little bit of washing up liquid. You'll need a couple of bottles of food colouring. You don't need that many colours. I've just got a few here just for a selection. And you'll need 1 or 2 toothpicks. Okay, let's leave that there. Now, you'll also need a container. I've got this one here. First thing you're going to do is you're going to pour your milk into your container. Now, this doesn't actually need a lot of milk, just enough to cover the bottom, okay? Then what you'll need to do is to add in a few blobs of the food colouring. There we go, just going to add in a few blobs, okay? I've got some, I've put some pink in there, I've put some green in here. I might even attempt to put a little bit of red actually. Let's put a little bit of red as well. Now, what I've done here with the food colouring is actually already beautiful. Water is in the milk. Milk contains the fat bonds that hold it together like hands that hold in hands. And so, in a way, they're pushing the food colouring up to the surface. And they're not allowing the food colouring to actually move around. And that's what we call the surface tension. It's creating surface tension there. But I'm really keen to get that food colouring moving around. Okay, so watch what I'm going to do. The only way that I could get to move these bonds, to move these blobs of food colouring around, is to break those bonds that are already in the milk. And the only way I can do that is by using washing up liquid. Now, you know washing up liquid is used for when we've got really greasy plates, and obviously it breaks the fat down. Same way that it will break the fat down in the milk. That's why it's important to use full fat milk for this experiment to work. Now, I want to bring the camera closer, so just give me a second. Again, so you can see the food colouring hasn't moved at all since the moment I put it into my milk. Now, watch what happens when I add in, with my toothpick, I add in a blob of the fairy liquid. You ready? Oh, look at that! Immediately, I've just broken those bonds and it's creating some very beautiful swirls in my milk. Let's see. Oh, look at that. And it's still going. Gosh, that is absolutely amazing. Don't you just love some science? Let me add a bit more. Wow, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. That was cool, wasn't it? Now you could try this same experiment. You could add bigger blobs of colour. You could maybe try a bigger plate, maybe more milk, maybe less milk, maybe more fairy liquid. Have a look and see and investigate what kind of milk arts you can also use. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody's entries. As I said, even if you don't want to take part in the competition, please, please, please send us what you're doing with these experiments. We'd love to feature some of them on our website and in our Twitter feed. If you have any questions, please feel free to email the address, and I'm going to say it again, science@lyndhurst.southwark.sch.uk. I'm really excited about this, Lyndhurst, and I'm hoping that everybody gets to take part in it, okay? I look forward to seeing what you do next. Happy science, happy investigating. Good